when it comes to the market for books in India, although we have the second largest market for English language books, Indian languages like Hindi control about 35% of the market. Malayalam books about 8%, Bengali 6%, and the other books about like 47%. Now, there is a rich literature in these respective languages which is consumed by the dedicated consumers, which means there is huge opportunity for authors to venture into by reaching out to a wider audience. Today, we have with us Mr. Subrat Saurabh, someone who has cleverly published books in both the Hindi and the English market and scaled up his audience base significantly. Hello, Subrat. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, hi Sushant. Thank you. Thanks for this invitation,
Okay.
and thank you for this honor.
My pleasure. So, Subrat, before we get started into the questions about publishing and your journey and so on, I would like to talk to you about one of your pen names. You are popularly known as Chicken Biryani on social media, where you
Good.
entertain your followers with witty one-liners and that often go viral. So, what's the story behind this pen name, Chicken Biryani?
Yeah, Sushant. So there's no, I mean, frankly speaking, there's not so big story behind it. But the
Mhm.
idea was that when I have joined social media in somewhere a decade ago,
Mhm.
basically I got active on the social media in somewhere in 2012.
Okay.
So that time when I joined Facebook and Twitter, I observed that most of the account that time was anonymous. And
Right.
the whole idea behind getting into the social media account was to uh, write one liner, witty one liner, whatever it is.
Mhm.
And whenever you write something on the whether it is social media or wherever, you
Mhm.
want to get a kind of feedback from people. I mean, whether it is a positive or negative, that is a different thing. But you always look for some kind of response on your write up.
Right.
Now, what happened? What happened? I observed that the people who are with the anonymous accounts, they are getting a good response on the social media because people are very curious about them. That who are they? Who are the people behind it?
Okay.
Yeah, correct, correct. So then I find it very interesting. This idea I find it very interesting, and I was looking for some anonymous name for myself, but I was
Mhm.
not able to find it. So
Right.
one fine day, in the afternoon, I was having lunch in my office. It was a
Mhm.
Friday afternoon. I still remember, and I was having chicken biryani that time, and
Oh,
that
wow.
came, yeah, and that is how this name came up. And then I created my account, and it got some attention on the social media, and this is how it started.
And it's been going really well ever since, right?
Yeah, fortunately, yes, yes.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about your journey into publishing. You were an avid blogger and a poet even before you thought about publishing your first book, right? So what really
So,
pushed you to get your book published?
okay, so if you talk about my first book, which is in Hindi language, which is basically about a journey of a boy about different
Mhm.
phases of his life in a poetic way. So
Mhm.
most of those poetry is coming from my own personal diary because I myself was there in the school. I was in a hostel, school hostel, then college hostel. So most of those poetry are coming from my personal diary. So few of my close friends they have read those poetry and they
Mhm.
liked it. So one day they just suggested me, since you already have a content, you have written a lot of poetry in these many years, and it is
Mhm.
there in your diary. Why can't you get it published?
Right.
And that is how this idea came in my mind,
Okay.
and I started searching the publishers. Yeah,
Right. And so your first book, like you mentioned, was Kuch Wo Pal, right? A collection
correct,
of Hindi poems. Was
correct,
published in 2017 and
true.
it went on to be widely appreciated and applauded in various circles. So can you explain a little bit about the book itself for the benefit of our viewers?
Yeah. So that book is about a guy who is leaving his home in a very young age to school, and then he going to the school. He's staying in the hostel,
Mm-hmm.
making friends, having a crush on a girl. Then he pass out. Then he fall in love again. He got married. So that is different phases of life. So
Mm-hmm.
that is what I have written in a sequence in a poetic way. So if you read those poetry, so there are two ways to read that book. One way you can randomly pick any poetry and you can go through it. The
Mm-hmm.
other way is to you read it in a sequence. There's a sequence of 50 poetries are there. You read it in
Right.
sequence and you will understand it is actually telling a story in a poetic way. So it is
Mm-hmm.
one of its own kind of a story book, which is written in a poetic way, actually telling a story.
Right.
That is
Right.
the beauty of that book. Yeah.
Very interesting, very interesting. And but immediately after that, after your first venture into Hindi poetry and making a name for yourself in the market, you decided to publish a second book, right? And
Yeah.
which was this was And We Walked Away, which is a fiction novel based on love and friendship, but it was in the English language. So,
Correct.
how and why exactly did you make the transition and published in a completely different genre and market, actually?
Huh. So what happened when I published my first book? Fortunately, it get a good response from the readers in the market. So what happened? There are many people. Let me be very honest with you. There are many people in friend circle, colleagues, and even family, even the readers who have read my first book. They were also keen to read some book in English. They said, "Okay, we don't read much in Hindi." That was the complaint. Let me tell you very frankly, that is what they're saying. I'm from Bihar. I'm a Hindi speaking guy, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
staying in South India for last almost for 20 years. I'm staying in South India. I've lived in
Mm-hmm.
Chennai. I lived in Trivandrum, Bangalore, so many places.
Right.
So I've lived in South India for 20 years. So I have very good contact in South India. But these people here, I mean, we all know that okay, Hindi is not their first language, so they feel
Right.
difficulty in reading those books. And
Mm-hmm.
when they have heard a lot about my first book over the social media, newspaper, media, wherever, they felt like reading it, but they don't have anything in the English. So they said, okay,
Right.
why don't you come up with some English book? And I felt like, okay, fine. I already have written something in Hindi, and I already got some reader base who are ready to read my next book. So why don't
Mm-hmm.
I come up with an English book, which where I can get a new reader who are interested to read the English book, so I can have some extra reader and the base will increase. That was the whole idea behind it. And then I have written this fiction, a romantic fiction I have written,
Mm-hmm.
and again this has been picked up by the people reader very well.
Right, and I think yeah, very well explained. In fact, like from the publisher's perspective as well, when we see the Indian market for books, it is so huge, and India is
Yep,
so diverse in terms of like languages as well. So like
correct,
Hindi, Tamil, these are all like actually, although it's just a smaller percentage of the overall market, that smaller percentage is actually a huge number in a country like India. So when
true,
you
true,
actually publish in different languages, you expand your reach to more people who are likely to read your book. So
correct.
that being said, were there any challenges you faced in terms of like when you made your first venture into a new market, a new language, even when it came to writing? Because your first book, Hindi poetry is something that you're already doing. Did you have any challenges when you sat to like put down your book when it came to writing, when it came to publishing or marketing your book? Were there any challenges you faced?
As I mentioned, that before getting into this book in 2017, I was quite active on the social media. So there were a
Mm,
lot of people who were connected with me on the social media, whether it is from the film fraternity or whether it's from politics or uh, sports anywhere. So so-called celebrity, whatever we say them.
mm,
So they were very much connected with them, and there were a lot of people like me, who were common people, I will say. They were also connected with me on the social media. So
mhm,
this has helped me to reach the right people and right set of people through the
mm,
social media.
mm,
So, and as far as the publication is concerned, no, I didn't face any issue with the publication because when I was looking for a publisher, I got to know about Notion Press through one of the frankly, I got from the one of the advertisement, and I approached you guys. I mean, you remember I approached you guys, and it went really well. So that is why I came up with my next book also with the Notion Press. And today also I will take this opportunity to let all the people knows that okay, I'm coming up with my third book with the Notion Press soon. So maybe
that's
the if
brilliant.
yeah, so that's maybe the early next year because the third book is already completed,
Okay,
and I'm just giving it to somebody to edit it to help me with the
right.
editing. So he's currently editing it for me.
Which
So
language
that is
is
already
this
complete.
in?
So it is English. It is a romantic fiction only again, but
Okay,
it is not the kind of book which I have written in the second book. So second book
okay.
was a kind of a two people uh, teenage love story was there, but this is something
Mhm,
about a mature love story. So this is about a mature love story. So as far as challenge is concerned, yes, little bit challenge I faced reaching to the people through the bookstore.
right.
Bookstore challenge was there because
Mhm,
it is not easy to place your book in each and every bookstore in India very easily. So you really need a good network. So that is the one challenge I have faced. So to overcome that, what I did, I have started doing a lot of giveaway or through the social media to reach the right
Mhm.
set of people. I
Mhm.
started giving a lot of book to the book reviewers so that at least
Mhm.
they can read about it and they can talk about the book in their friend circle or reader circle. So that
Right.
will help to reach the right people. So one thing I did to overcome those challenges, that giveaway, book reviews, and doing a lot of live sessions through my social media account, getting connected with the people who are connected with me on the Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. So these three
Mhm.
things I started doing, and yeah, these three things helped me actually.
Brilliant, brilliant. Very well put, and very interesting things that you've mentioned as well. And but having now published in both languages in two different markets, what is your take on like the regional language market in India? So, do you see, as an author, do you see enough scope in that particular market? Of course, India is, like I mentioned initially, the second biggest market when it comes to English language books. What about the regional market? As somebody who's published in that market, you see a lot of interest as an independent author. There are like well-established authors. As an independent author, as the first-time author especially, do you see there being enough scope in that particular market?
So in when it comes to the regional languages, I mean, I can only talk about the Hindi because I published my book in
Yeah,
Hindi.
yeah.
So what I felt like that, yeah, first thing, the reader base is small, which you have already mentioned. Now to reach to those reader base is little difficult for the new as well as the independent author.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so to get to the right people at the right time, what we have to do, we have to make sure that our books should reach to the right set of people, even if you have to give some free copies. I don't
Mm-hmm.
mind giving a free copy. If suppose I meet somebody
Yeah.
who is a Hindi reader, but when I will tell you one story. I was doing one of the literature festival in Lucknow, and I met one guy, and he said, "Sir, I want to buy your book. It costs you 125 rupees, but I'm a student. I cannot buy it. But I'm very much keen to read your book because I've heard a lot about it." I
Right.
didn't mind to give him a gift. I gave him a free copy. Let me tell you very. The only thing I requested him, if you like it or dislike it, please just go and talk to the friends about this book, and if possible, just put one line of review on the Amazon. Even one line of review will help me to understand how you felt it. Okay,
Absolutely.
so this is how. I mean, that is not about 125 rupees. That is about if this guy will like my book, he will go and tell 10 other people, yes, I have read this book, I have met this author, and he has gifted me this book. Why don't you read this book? Out of those 10 people, even if 6 or 7 people will read and like my book, that is more than enough for me. I don't expect to
Absolutely.
sell lakh of book in a one day. I don't expect that. But at least if I'm making 2 to 3 reader, I'm connecting to 2 to 3 reader every day. That is good for me. That is
I
how
think
I connect with.
Yeah, I think something very interesting you've just said there, because a lot of authors also fail to understand that, with even with like social media and like fancy advertising and everything, the one major factor that still sells books in this day and age is word of mouth, right? And in the
Correct.
digital age, word of mouth is in the form of like reviews that are left on platforms like Amazon, on social media, book recommendations on Goodreads. So if you actually ensure visibility, that break that initial visibility barrier by giving out your books and ensuring people read it, then you can actually influence these factors,
Exactly.
right? They go talk about it, recommend the book on social media, and the fact that they've gotten it free is more incentive for them to actually as a return favor. Put up their review about it on social platforms or like recommend the book and so on, and that can go a long way, especially if you keep at it and reach out to, let's say, 2 3 people, new readers every day. You can go a long way in creating that word of mouth online for your book as well. So yeah, that's something very interesting you just mentioned right there. And so
Thank you.
finally, what are some of the tips that you have for other writers who want to explore publishing in different languages, or even translate their book into different languages right now, and just to reach out to a larger audience?
Yeah, so first thing, what I can suggest to the new writer or author is that please don't write to sell. Don't keep that mindset that okay, if I'm writing something, I'm writing a classic. Don't get into that intention. Nobody has. I don't claim that I have written 2 classic books. No, I have not. I haven't. So the same way, if you feel like writing, if you think there is a story, everyone has a story. I mean, that's a fact. Everyone can tell 10 story based on his or her experience. Just you
Mm-hmm.
have to change the name and make it a fiction. Little bit of masala you have to add, and it will become a story. So if you feel you have a story which you can write, you please write it. Don't think whether it will sell it or not. That is the one thing I want to tell to each and every author, and I keep on telling this to everyone. That is one thing. Second thing, second thing is that if you have written something and get it edited and reviewed by a couple of people around you, don't get it in overconfidence that whatever I've written, it is perfect because I have written it. I mean, this is normal process. It's not about writing a book. It is always, even in professional life also, we do something, we get it a peer review, correct? We get it reviewed from somebody whom you think he can add some value. So if you've written something, get it properly edited, get it properly reviewed by some four, five close people who you think can add some value in that. Okay, so that will help you to groom your story. It will help you to build the story properly and find a mistake, because the point is once you have written and get it published, after it is very difficult to get it changed. Okay, so it's required a lot of effort to get it changed. It is possible to get it changed, but it is required a lot of effort to get it changed. So instead of getting into that panic mode, why don't we get it reviewed one or two times before? And if, as I mentioned first also, if you think you can write something, you write it. Don't write it to sell the copy. You write it, then you get into the marketing. Marketing and promotion is the last thing which you have to do. Of course, if you do it right in the right way, you will be able to sell. So that is what I can suggest.
Well, thank you so much, Subrat. Those were some really wise words. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure talking to you and learning about publishing in different markets and languages. I'm sure our viewers also had a lot to learn from this chat. I hope to catch you again real soon. Thank you. Take care.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Susan. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Susan. Thanks.